Hello everyone again. John Eady back for the third video. I'm going to talk a little bit about OneDrive on this video. It's going to get a little bit confusing now. So just to recap, we've got Team Site, which has been set up, and you should all be following the Hosmark Team Site, and you should be syncing everything from the cloud down to your local machine. There is a further piece of software that's released by Microsoft, and it's called OneDrive, and it's an area that is either specific to the business of Hosmark or personal to the user that you are. Now, to sign up to OneDrive Personal, and I'm not going to cover OneDrive Personal, you need a live email address or an Outlook.com email address, and then you go off and you get OneDrive, and then that's for you to upload your own private photographs and things like that. I'm not going to cover that, but there is OneDrive for Business, which is available to Hosmark, and where OneDrive might be used over and above SharePoint is if you want to set up a specific area that is only shared amongst a few of you. So, for example, a good use of OneDrive would be a private area where two people working in the finance team, for example, might want to share Sage accounting software or something like that. It is a wee bit confusing. I'm sorry about this, because it's similar to Team Site, except for it's now, instead of everybody being able to follow everything, or the way that it's been set up to do that, instead of everybody being able to follow everything, you just would sort of have specific users accessing OneDrive for Business. So you've got your Team Site here. We know about that. We talked about that the other day. So to talk a little bit about OneDrive, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off to Office 365. I'm going to log in as Claire. I won't make the same mistake as I made the other day for the Mac users and forget Claire's password. At least I don't think I will. And we've got this area called OneDrive here. Now when I go in there, it's got some dummy data in there that I've already uploaded for me, but this is OneDrive for Business. It's really very similar to what we've learnt about SharePoint the other day. So I've got a folder structure that sits here, and all I've got to do is I've just got to hit sync. And it's going to open up my OneDrive for Business share here. It's going to ask what do I want to sync, and I want to sync it all. Now you'll start to see this area here start to update. You can see the little whirly, swirly bit saying that it's updating. So it's going to take a wee while for it to just sync. But in effect, what it's trying to do is it's trying to, you'll see here, OneDrive Hospitality, and then it's syncing all of these files. Little green tick, it's been done. Little blue swirly thing, it's in the process of doing it. All right. So now we've got Team Site and OneDrive for Business. That's effectively the two areas that are allocated for sharing of files and updating of files and uploading of files between Hosmark. The vast majority of you, and I think that being pretty much all but bar one or two, will just use the Team Site. There's no need to use anything else. But just by way of an introduction, there is OneDrive. OneDrive Hospitality Marketing Services Limited means that is OneDrive for Business, and that's the one that we're only interested in. You might have another OneDrive which does come with Windows 10, it's built in, or you can download it from Microsoft's download site, support site. And that will typically be a personal area. Now, people are more used to this type of service in terms of Apple and iCloud. We're all familiar, I think, with syncing our photos up with iCloud. OneDrive Personal is the same as that. You pop your personal information, any documents you might have, but your photographs, things like that. It's like an iCloud replacement. OneDrive Hospitality Marketing Services is for specific shares amongst a few of you, and there's going to be hardly any of you that will need to use this. And then we got Hospitality Marketing Services Team Site, which is the share where all of your documentation will be located. Okay, so there's that. So really, I'm going to do 2 videos in one today. So the only other thing that I wanted to really go through with regards to helping you guys understand the setup of Hospitality Marketing Services Team Site and OneDrive is just to look at a few maintenance things, a few things that you need to just keep an eye on, and there's going to be a couple of things that might come up at some point. Green ticks are good, and please keep an eye on these things. It will show if something is being synced here or not, but it's really important that you just from time to time just check that everything is up to date. All right, so we can see green ticks all the way down. That sync process is now completed. I'm happy, although that's going to change in a second. I think it will change in a second. If perhaps I'll just close my Explorer and go back into it. There you go, big tick. So those are the things that I want you to keep an eye on from now on. With the team site and with OneDrive, just make sure that those are ticked and are good or synced up between your machine and up in the cloud. If they're not, then you need to either probably report it through to somebody like Leslie or something like that, and maybe even raise a call with Colin. I can't remember the name of the company that set this up, but they should be able to help you. So there's that. There's no harm in making a backup of your local machine from time to time. It will also grab Hospitality Marketing Services and everything in OneDrive. Okay, if there's anything that Leslie has asked you to upload up onto the cloud, it's really simple to do. So let me explain. So if I grab this window and I push it all the way over to the left, it occupies the entire left-hand pane of my PC. What I then need to do, is select what I want to occupy the other side. So I've just hit that for now. What I actually want to do is I want to open up another window, right, on the Explorer. I'm going to grab that and I'm going to push it all the way to the right, and it's going to pop that. Excuse me, let's try that again. Going to pop that all the way onto the right. Now, if I've got something on my PC that I want to upload onto OneDrive, I'll expand that. I'll look in my Drive C, and I'll find into users, and I'll find me, and I'll look into my documents, and I'll find oh god, I've got really nothing on this machine, so I only use it to help you guys. So let's say we're going to copy this folder across to the OneDrive Hospitality Marketing Services team site, and I'll create a new folder. So go down to new, I'm going to create a folder. I'm just going to call it John Test Delete, so we know that we can delete it. If I type properly, sorry. Going to go in there. You'll see it's going to sync. It's going to take a few seconds. It's good. We're syncing. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to right hand mouse click on that file, pop it across here, right hand mouse click, and hit paste. So I've just copied and paste. You'll see it's going to sync, and a few seconds later everything's up to scratch. If you keep an eye on this, if I copy this file too, so I'm just going to copy that. Keep an eye on here, because you'll see that change as I hit paste. You'll see it change in a second. There it goes. So I just want you to kind of get used to seeing or being aware of whether or not your folders are all in sync with a little green tick, or whether or not they got the blue squirrely thing, or if this cloud is not blue like it is there and it's grey or it's white, it means that you're not syncing at all. So at that point you really do have a problem. It's probably you just need to sign in. And if you are asked to do that effectively, you will be asked, if you need to sign in, you'll be asked for your user ID and password. That's all I really wanted to show you for today. Hopefully that's made sense. If you need me to clarify anything, please do let me know. Other than that, I'll probably be in touch with probably one more video, I think, perhaps, but hopefully that all makes sense. Thanks very much. See you later.